Hello and welcome back to Spirit of Nature Art and episode 9 of The Case for Nature. And finally, after 9 episodes, I get round to making the very first idea that I had when I thought about creating this altered lapbook. Let me give you a little sneaky peek down on the desk. Here we go. This side is now completed and this is what we are making today. This is something that is so much fun to make. Let me give you a little peek of what's actually inside. Look at all these pockets with all these lovely journaling cards ready to decorate. So, without further ado, let's get creating. So let's get on to making the actual pockets, and this is tea-dye tracing paper. It is so lovely and crinkly and tactile. So I literally just dyed it in the same way as I would normal paper, and now that it's dry and it has been ironed, I'm just folding up 1/2 centimetre all the way along the bottom. So I'm just using the marks on my cutting mat just to help me keep everything straight when I'm doing all of this folding. And now I'm just going to make a little tiny fold at the top there at the halfway mark, and I want to line that up with the halfway mark on the card portion of the pocket. So just making a little mark there to make that easy for me. And I want to make these pockets just a teeny tiny bit smaller than the actual card cover. So I'm just leaving like 1 mil or so either side, and I want to create an overlap of about 1/2 centimetre where they join in the middle so we can glue them together. So now that I'm happy with where that is, I'm just going to burnish that fold there, and the same on the other side. There we go. It's a little bit tall for the pocket, but I'm not worried about that yet. I just want to get the pocket made first. So now I just need to make these flaps here at the bottom so I can stick everything together. So I'm making a little snip there, And then what I'm doing is I'm coming up a couple of mil from that fold line and I'm cutting down diagonally. So let me put this on the cutting mat so you can see. Here we go. You can see I've not cut that straight. I've done that on purpose. I want to take a little bit above that fold line away so that it doesn't get in the way when I fold up the bottom flap. So fold that in and fold that in, and there's a little bit of a gap there so that I can fold that bottom flap up without anything getting in the way. So a teeny tiny amount of high-tack glue here. Tracing paper will wrinkle when it first hits the glue, so you might just need to hold your fingers on it for a little bit normal and longer than normal. And we're only putting a tiny bit on because we don't want it to splurge out and end up sticking the pocket together on the inside. So there we go, first pocket made. Now I can trim that to the right height, so I only need to take a little bit off, but just again so it sits just about a mil underneath the cardboard cover. And pop in the little notch in as well. I've lost my circle punch, so you'll notice all the way through this I'm using my whale tail punch, works just as well. Well, it normally does. I had to snip that little bit out, but there we go. So now I just need to make a whole load more of these pockets. I need to turn all this tracing paper into more pockets. So I'm going to go and do that off camera. Yay, lots of pockets ready to make our final piece. So this bit's really easy. Okay, we just need to do an upside down T, a line right up the middle and one along the bottom, and place your next one on top. Give it a good push down because glue and tracing paper don't always have the best initial relationship. And there we go. First connection done. All we need to do now is repeat that until all of the pockets are stuck together. And here it is. Oh my gosh, how exciting is this? It's so satisfying. We were talking about this in the Creative Journaling Club live online meetup the other day about what a fantastic space this will be for some really big journaling cards. I can't wait to fill them up. But before we do, let's get a cover on this pocket so it looks a little bit better. Now I need to add a little bit of an extension here to that original bit of card that we cut so that I can create that kind of the back and the rest of the structure of the pocket. So I've just cut another piece of card the same width and I'm just gluing them together. And then we're going to create the same thing at the top as we did at the bottom, just by scoring every half a centimetre to, just so that it means that when we put loads of stuff in that pocket, that it can expand, because I think we're going to stuff those pockets super full. So time to glue all of this together. So I initially started out just by doing that upside down T, but when I stuck that in, I realized actually, do you know what, you can see some of the background there that I didn't want us to see, and also it just felt a little bit more precarious. It could probably easily have been torn. So once I realized that, you'll see in a moment what I mean. See what I mean? I can see the rest of that card behind. Don't really want to see that. So I just thought, do you know what? I will add some extra glue here. And when I glue the front, I cover the whole front with glue. Just so we get a much better connection between those front and back pockets to the card, so it's just a lot more sturdy and stable, especially when we get these pockets super full of things. So here we go. This is how it's all going to go together. We are going to put this on the inside of that piece there. So look, we've still got all of that space to fill up. A few more episodes to go yet, guys. But this is where we're at. We have got all of these pockets to fill, so I might be doing a little bit of that before I see you next. And of course, we've got loads of beautiful pieces of digitals and ephemera that we can use to decorate that as well over in the companion course. So if you're not already a part of the companion course, head on over to the website and you'll find loads of goodies ready to help you create along with me. In the meantime, I will see you in the next episode.